What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer content. And today is going to be Sunday the 27th of September. We have confirmed deals to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do our good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and the current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time. There'll be a new video for you to look forward to. And finally, drop a comment below. I'll try to respond to as many as I can. So first up, Leicester City have confirmed that attacker Fousseni Diabate, he has signed a permanent deal with Turkish side Trabzonspor. It's now subject to international clearance. The 24-year-old joined the Foxes back in January 2018 and since then made just 21 appearances in all competitions. It's an undisclosed fee, though the reports do suggest about £1.4 million. Derby County have completed the free transfer of Bobby Duncan from Fiorentina. He's penned a 3-year contract with the club and it's actually Steven Gerrard's cousin. He recently played for Liverpool, he left them last summer, and the way his agent went about it, he really screwed Bobby Duncan over. And because of that, Duncan has acknowledged it on his social media, and hopefully for him now he gets a fresh start. Besiktas have re-signed Cameroonian striker Vincent Aboubakar. Is from FC Porto for an undisclosed fee, and he first played for them while on loan from Porto back in 2016. Defender Joško GVARDIOL has moved to Leipzig from Dinamo Zagreb, as having previously been linked with Leeds United. The Croatian centre-back has made the switch for €16 million, but has rejoined Dinamo on loan for the current season. According to reports in Croatia, there are various clauses in GVARDIOL's contract, and it's regarding appearances and whether or not Dinamo qualify for the Champions League, which, if met, it could push a transfer fee over to €20 million. Sampdoria have signed Antonio Candreva from Inter, and it's an initial loan deal with an obligation to buy. The buy option is thought to be around €2.5 million, and the player has signed a 4-year contract. And if you haven't seen the announcement video, I would actually recommend it. Go check it out on the social media. It's pretty funny of him and Quagliarella. Hertha Berlin sporting director Arne Friedrich, he has confirmed the club are considering a move for Mario Götze. The 28-year-old has been a free agent since leaving Borussia Dortmund in July, and he has been linked to Bayern Munich, but Hansi Flick has now denied the story very quickly. Barcelona will officially announce the signing of US men's national team right-back Serginho DEST early next week. This according to Spanish journalist Guillem Balaguer. The 19-year-old Ajax defender, who's also attracted a lot of interest from Bayern, he is close to wrapping up a move to the Camp Nou, and you'll see the Catalans part with €20 million up front, plus an additional €5 million in bonuses. It's pretty much been one day he's been favourites to go to Bayern, the next day is to Barca, but it looks like the Catalan side now may have got the deal over the line. Eintracht Frankfurt have turned down the chance to re-sign Luka Jovic from Real Madrid, and this story is from AS. The Serbian striker was eager to return to the Bundesliga side on loan, but the German outfit have no interest in arranging a deal, and he wants to go out and get his confidence back, as since that massive money move last year, it really hasn't gone to plan for him. This next story is pretty interesting. So Milan have submitted an opening offer of €4 million. That's for Bodo Glimt winger Jens Petter Hauge. So if I say his name wrong. And the story first up comes from Calcio Mercato and also Fabrizio Romano. Hauge caught the eye of the Rossoneri officials during a Europa League match on Thursday that was at the San Siro in the qualifying phase. The 21-year-old scored an absolute worldie. He also provided an assist during their 3-2 defeat. Milan are now looking to strike a deal before the transfer market slams shut, and I watched the highlights and he was ridiculously good. Norway have got some extremely good players coming through, and I would recommend looking up the goal that he scored. A short story from RMC is that Milan are now in talks for Norwich right-back Max Aarons. There were rumours and reports last week or earlier this week that Barca had agreed a 5-year contract with him, but maybe here's a backup option to Serginho DEST. He's also been linked to likes of Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich, but AC Milan, they were trying to get Serge Aurier, now moving on to Max Aarons. Leeds United are eyeing a move for AZ midfielder Koopmeiners. Sorry if I say his name wrong again, but this story is from the Telegraph. Marcelo Bielsa is looking to strengthen his side, and mainly in the central midfield area, and the 22-year-old has been capped for the Netherlands at various youth levels. He can also play at centre-back. They do reference that Pablo Hernandez is injured and KOOPMEINERS could be his replacement. Now, I don't think that makes too much sense because they are completely different types of players and at different positions. According to Sky Germany, Russian side Zenit St. Petersburg are working intensively. That's on signing 27-year-old German midfielder Julian Draxler from Paris Saint-Germain. The Germany international has been unhappy with playing time at the French club, but his current salary demands, it does prove to be a bit of a problem for Zenit, and that was the same story yesterday when he was linked to Lazio. Leicester have submitted a £30 million plus bid for Burnley defender James Tarkowski, and this story is from The Telegraph. The England international is also keen on the move, and he could potentially be the alternative to Fofana, as right now both West Ham and Leicester have bid for the French defender, but Saint Etienne, they rejected up to £35 million so far. They believe next year they can sell him for over 50. Now, I'm not sure how many injuries Leicester have currently got, but I do remember seeing Wilfred Ndidi play at centre-back, so maybe there's a bit of a shortage there as they're having to play players out of position. Get French Football News are saying that PSG are now accelerating talks with Chelsea for Bakayoko, who is now their primary midfield target. But they will only do a deal which is a loan with an option to buy, and that's down to financial fair play. Now, before the end of the transfer window, they're trying to raise about 60 million, and that means not really spending too much on incomings. Chelsea are actively looking to move the midfielder on, but PSG will face competition for a signature from AC Milan. Aston Villa have made a €17.5 million offer to OGC Nice. That's for French midfielder Cyprien. This story comes from Foot Mercato. They are still waiting a response from the French side. And for FIFA Ultimate Team, I've not seen the stats for FIFA 21, but in old games he's been a very good starter midfielder, so he could feature a lot in Premier League sides. L'Equipe are reporting that Lyon have opened discussions about the loan return of Samuel Umtiti from Barcelona. Barca are actively looking to move a defender on because he has got very high wages and his current injury issues aren't too great, but maybe a return to him to get more first-team football ahead of Euro 2020, it could benefit all parties. And next up we have got various stories about Houssem Aouar, who seems to be the main target for Arsenal at this point in time. So the first story is from Telefoot. They're saying Lyon star Aouar has given his approval for a move to Arsenal. The 22-year-old preferred to join either Barca or Juventus, but no offers from those teams are forthcoming, so because of that, he's decided to join the Gunners instead. A journalist called Julien Laurens is saying Arsenal's opening offer was €35 million, which won't be enough to convince Lyon, but the Gunners will return and make an improved offer, though we're unsure how much that will be. Other outlets are saying Lyon could be set to soften their stance on Aouar and would accept an offer in the region of 50 million plus additional bonuses. Whereas Lyon's president Jean-Michel Houlart, who everyone knows is very hard to talk with anyway regarding transfers, he did tweet about Arsenal's bid for Aouar, and the tweet does say, "There will be very few departures. Arsenal are way too far away from his value. We are counting on him to have a great match versus Lorient and to lead Lyon into the Champions League next year." If Arsenal manage to bring Aouar in, I'd be really interested to see how well he does. He's such a good prospect, shown how good he can be in the Champions League for example, and I think he'd do very well under Mikel Arteta. Chelsea are gearing up for one last push to sign West Ham midfielder Declan Rice. That's in a transfer that could also see Jorginho head to Arsenal. The Mirror do say that Frank Lampard fully understands that it would take a massive bid to sign Rice from the Hammers this summer, and the Blues could be forced to sell Jorginho to balance the books. They also mentioned that Arsenal have been frustrated in their attempts to sign Aouar and Partey, but by the looks of it that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Arsenal are going all out for the Frenchman, so Jorginho, he might be like the third choice target, but he's definitely not a priority. The Daily Mail are saying that Barca are set to make one final effort to sign Lautaro Martinez from Inter Milan. Now, I can't see this one happening for one simple reason. Barca's current financial difficulties, they're having to sell players to buy, and the fees they're getting, like 6 million for Suarez, 1 million for Vidal, I think 1 million for Rakitic, it's not close to covering the 90 million it would cost to bring in Martinez. Like literally the only way I see this transfer happening is if for whatever reason Inter are fine with a loan deal that includes an option to buy. I don't even think Barca could include an obligation to buy at this point. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and the current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, there'll be a new video for you to look forward to. So thank you for watching, I'll see you next time.